All right, cheers, Kwakaman.
No, yeah, go for it, mate.
No worries.
Fun, all right?
Let's try not to stall it on takeoff.
Yeah. Oh. This is a perfect height for you, really.
If I go there, well at the front, it's not too bad.
Look at that. You can flat-footed. Not like me, I'm fucking tippy-toes.
These foot pegs are better. The Honda ones, the Honda ones are way back here, eh? I was back here.
Up and down. But I actually wanted the foot pegs themselves. I really like the rubber because when you go to stand up,
yeah,
and you get a bit of water on them, they're slippery.
Yeah.
I'll probably get some metal ones.
Yeah. And this is a 5-speed, isn't it?
5-speed,
yeah.
Mate. Yeah.
All right.
5 of the best.
All right, man. See you, mate. Alrighty, there we go. Whee. Alright, so Kwakaman's been so kind to let me have a lend of his 2008 KLR 650 with 40,330 Ks on the clock for my quest in finding myself a decent dual sport bike. And I've got to say, sitting on this straight away feels pretty comfy. It feels slow in the turns here as compared to that Honda I rode the other day. You're up taller, you've got a bit of a rake on there, you've got the bigger wheel, it's 21 inch on the front, but the riding stance feels good. Bars feel nice and wide. I can stand up really easy and reach the bars. He's got bar risers on it, which looks to be about 1.5 inches or so, 30 mil or, yeah, about 30 mil. Seat feels slippery-ish, maybe he's polished it up for me, but it's a bench seat, it's nice. I can sit back here, I can sit here. Yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, I'm going to go fill it up with some 98 for him. Alrighty. Alrighty, so filled up the tank full of 98, took 15.41 litres, and that was 322 Ks worth apparently. So he's getting just over 20 litres, 20 Ks per litre on this 2008 KLR 650 with 40,333 kilometres on the clock. So I think it's enough. You know what? It's bloody really comfy. Yeah, the horn's working, but I think it's a bit quiet. I think that's what he was saying. Yeah, it's a bit. Listen to it. It sounds a bit shit. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's what I expected, sort of a KLR to sort of go like, I guess. Everyone says, you know, it's not a pulling beast or anything like that. It's just nice and safe and comfortable and acceptable. A little bit of wind today, and 32 degrees I think they said it was going to be. I'm in third, doing 3.5, pulling up here at 55, 60 Ks, not a problem. So this is the carby, no EFI, no ABS, and yeah, I think she's fine, mate. What's the brakes like? Yeah, they're not the best. Well, he's due for a new front rotor. His front pads are looking pretty average. So here we got some tree roots on the road. See how it tackles them. It's a nice smooth ride. And see bumps like that on the road bike, on the Trumpy, and even on the Enfield, they're a little bit bone jarring. Now I dare say he's just got stock suspension on here, which is 40,000 Ks old, so it's probably a little more plush than a new one might be. And I do know that the new models where they've put upgraded springs, I think progressive springs, stiffened up the front a bit. There's no worries on the road. Now he's running a Midas E07 on the front, which is, you know, probably a few hundred Ks old, and he's got a brand new Shinko 705 on the back. Literally put it on, I think, during the week, Wednesday or Thursday. It hasn't seen much except for a bit of commuting. So I'm going to take it on some dirt and take some of that wax off of it. But yeah, this thing's more than acceptable on road, and it's just got a comfortable amount of power. You know, it's not crazy. If I was using it for just road, I probably wouldn't get something like this. It's not quite as powerful as I'd like, but he's got a nice close clutch. There's a lot of free play. If you look at the handle here, there's all that. So it's in close. Must be the way he's got it adjusted. You have got the little dial on here, you can adjust it up. Good clutch action, nice and light, very light in fact. Alright, down Potter. It's pretty quiet too, it's very quiet. He's got stock exhaust on there. Standing up. Controls, gripping the tank, got to lean forward a bit more. I don't know about these foot pegs, feel a bit, it's the rubber on them. I've changed up my boots too, my normal riding boots that I wear on the road. I've got these old school heeled ones. So the heel can sort of dig in. That's probably not what I want to sit on the foot peg, and if I sit the balls of my feet on these foot pegs, yeah, the rubber seems to squirm around a bit. So yeah, I'd want to change the foot pegs. Maybe look at something like those pivoting ones that Moose Man's put on his Himalayan, Leo the Lemon. So yeah, full tank of juice. It doesn't feel as big and as tall and heavy as I thought it would be. Like, it doesn't feel intimidating, not on the road at least. We're going to take it down the dirt road here, Formby Road, which is just a gravel road. It's been really dry, so we shouldn't have too many ruts and stuff. It should be relatively easy. So sitting down, just want to get a feel of the comfortability. Like, it's not really rough at all. It's been graded recently by the feel of it. Get into some loose stuff as we come down the bottom here. Slightly looser. What's that rattling around? Is that his keys? Yeah, those front brakes don't do a lot, do they? Yeah, those brakes are a little bit light, shall I say. And not a lot of stopping power in them. Yeah, I think I'm in, what am I in now? I must be in first. Was that first? Yeah, that's first. Okay, so I'm in first. That's a first gear corner. You can feel it sort of lugging in second. Obviously I was going a bit too slow for it. So far it's got good manners off-road. I haven't been down this road since I had the Enfield, which is shit, September last year, October last year. So here's the crusty demon pit. Let's go down here and have a squiz what it's like. First gear, yep, first gear. No, you notice the suspension, how it bounces around. Like, it feels a lot different, you know, to what I'm used to. Because it's the bloody, half of a bloody trail bike, I guess. What's that someone say? Cherry Gardens Training Centre Project. Electronet. Yeah, right, and they put the sign right there where the bikes want to go up. Muppets. So, yeah, just to get a feel of it, it's, yeah, you can feel the weight definitely when you stick it onto your leg. It's there, but it's not out of control. Whoa, she fucking bounces around, eh? Oh, that's something you got to get used to, I guess. Anyway, let's have a quick squiz at this bike. She's nice and dirty, just the way he likes it. You can see this front rotor here, mate. She's looking pretty cactus, and I don't know if you can see down there. Those pads are almost gone. So that's the EO7, the Midas EO7, and that's the new Trailmaster. So it's a Shinko E705. So there's still some chicken strips here to fuck off. But these are those pegs I'm talking about. See that? It's just all like that, squishy, man. Very squishy. So I'll be changing those if I've got one of these. Really squishy, just fucking heaps squishy. I guess it takes a lot of vibrations out. I wonder how much more vibrations you would get, you know, serrated, hardcore foot pegs. But yeah, there's his risers. So 30 odd mil worth of riser. So far so good. The bouncy stuff, that's something to get used to. There's a lot more travel. And that first gear is reasonably tall, actually. You can feel how tall it is. So let's have a crack down here. Just sort of see what it's like on this stuff. Tell you what, the back brake locks up pretty easy. Yeah, that gear's tall, man. That first gear's, am I in first gear? Yeah, that's first gear. So it's reasonably tall, I guess, which is good for the road. Not so good for that sort of shit. But here we go. We've got some loose stuff here. I tell you what, she's nice in the gravel. There's bugger all drifting. I mean, it's not a massively gravelled road, as in like really, really loose. I like the way the bike handles on gravel roads, so far anyway. Yeah, she's got enough get up and go for me. You know, like, here we go. This is a bit more looser. It's fine. This thing here is not really doing much, but it's not actually buffeting me, so that's a good thing. But this is the kind of bike that you just plod around on all day, really. I mean, a lot of these fucking idiots on Harleys doing 190 k's an hour, fucking overtaking everyone and shit, you know. You won't be none of that on here. But I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat, mate. If that's what you get your jollies out of, that's all good. Just taco working, just like it is. Just, the revs are really low. It sounds like it's revving higher than it is. So let's check those brakes again. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you're not going to lock the front brakes up, that's for sure. Not on the road anyway. Well, not with these brakes. Maybe with renewed brakes it might be different. But it reminds me of the scooters in Bali, the braking they had. Yeah, this is really comfy, and I'll tell you what, like it looks a lot bigger than it feels. And I guess the same can be said for probably all those kind of big adventure bikes. I mean, this is really mid-sized. Yeah, it looks big with this front end and all that sort of stuff, but it's really not that big. This thing sounds like it's doing about 5 grand. It's only doing bloody 3 grand. That's crazy. All right, some more dirt. This is what I miss doing all this shit. This isn't that. This is actually part of a ride that I've got planned coming up. Although I think we're coming through the other way. No, we're coming this way. Yeah, we are coming this way because we're heading south. So we'll be coming down this way. It's very minimal. That was about the only gravel. This here is, you can hardly call this gravel. Hard packed, small, tiny little stones. Nothing to worry about on this stuff. I've been on the cruiser. It's just it's so much more enjoyable coming out here, just on your own or in a group. You're not having to keep up with traffic. You haven't got bloody dickheads trying to pass you all the time. Yeah, no, this is good, man. I'm liking it, Kwakaman. I'm liking it. It's already more exciting than the Honda, even though the Honda NC750X was a lot bigger puller. This thing here we go, over some shit. Is that that's just the keys rattling. Yeah, this can do it all, man. This is good. I don't even know if I'd bother trying a DR, because for what I've watched on YouTube, what I've heard, what I've read, the DR has nowhere near as much road manners as this thing. I'm not going to bother with a DR Z400, you know, skinny little seat, anything like that, as much as it'd be really fun off-road and shit. I mean, that's more for the gnarly stuff, mainly off-road stuff, because you know, you don't want to be sitting down long distances on those seats. This seat's not bad, and the new one's actually even better apparently. It's contoured, it's got a different foam in it, it's wider. But this seat's my ass, and I've got a really bony ass. It's bloody, yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, so the seat wise, yeah, comfortable enough. We'll see how we go. I mean, I jumped on this at 10 o'clock, I've only done 20 Ks. Yeah, I'm not going down there anyway. Going down Lamont Road. Yeah, no, this is great on these kind of roads. I guess with that fairing, I am getting a bit of wind on the helmet, but it's not the buffeting type. It's more of you just straight up rushing of wind, which is acceptable, for me anyway. There's a few little roads like this that zigzag around. Just got to keep to my side of the road. There's a few cars around today, which means a bit slower. But this thing makes you actually, it gives you bloody confidence. And this is great, dude. This is Bloody awesome, in fact. Oh, here we go, duckies. Go on, duckies. Yeah, that's it. Use your bloody wings. I don't know why you bother walking when you can fucking fly. I mean, if I had fucking wings, I'd be flying all the time. Until I got tired, then I'd probably come down, have a bit of a sleep, and then I'd be up again, flying around. Fuck walking if you can fly. The temperature gauge is hardly moving, so hopefully that's working. 100 k's, yeah, no, this is good. This is fine for the road for me. That's enough. You know, it's definitely enough. So running, what is it, 28 psi in the back and 24 in the front. Yeah, she feels pretty windy at 100 k's, but it's not too bad. No worries in the corners and that, like it'll just eat up the corners. Oh, I want to go down this one. Yeah, that wind, it really makes the wind rush over you, but it's not in an annoying buffeting kind of way. It's just nice and smooth, you know, it's just constant. It's very confident, inspiring. But it doesn't have all that extra power that you can couple with that confidence to really then get yourself into trouble, do you know what I mean? Like, when you feel confident and you've got extra power, it just pushes you to do more stupid shit. Dangerous stuff. I don't think I'd get bored of it. I think this thing's, you know, well capable of climbing hills at you know, posted speeds. But yeah, you know, there's more than enough juice in this to get you going. 80 k's is nice, 3.5 revs. Roll it on. 110. Yeah, she gets up to speed, no worries. That's fine. Absolutely fine. A little bit of a squirm in the back wheel there. Now I'm not going to try doing any fucking power slides and shit on this, because yeah, no, that's great. Smooth as. I mean, this is a smooth road. Tiny little corrugations I can see in it. I don't even feel it. Yeah, there's a little road up here on the left that I want to take. There it is. Fucking authorised vehicles. I'm authorised. I mean, I don't see the point. Authorised vehicles only, fire track. Like, really? Authorised? Authorised for what? That just soaked that shit up, man. Little pothole. And I'll stick a clock on here as well, because I don't know what time it is. Must be getting close to 11. Get that back wheel spinning a bit. Oh, let that fucking dog jump out. That's what I mean. There's a bit of a hill climb, although we can't see what's coming the other way, so let's just take it easy. Yeah, no, that's fine. Plenty of power for this shit. Getting up hills. And that was in fifth too. So, this whole fucking standing up business is something I've got to get used to as well. I think the bars may be a little bit low for when you're standing. I'm 6'1", but if you take those rubbers off the pegs, or you get, you know, flatter pegs, you're going to lose an inch and a bit, so that will bring you down lower to the bars. But I guess this is the kind of stuff here where you sort of want to be up on the tank a bit, get the weight on that front wheel. A bit of back wheel spinning. The Shinko will spin in the gravel. It's a bit of fun for you, mate. I hope I'm not thrashing it, mate. I'm only doing like 4,500 revs. It sounds like it's doing a lot more, eh? I mean, the thing redline's at, what, 7.5? So I'm fucking way off. Yeah, nah, this is good. This is good, dude. Love it. It's not as big a pig as I thought it would be. You know, I thought, oh, this thing's going to be a fucking huge, heavy fucking motherfucker. I'm sitting so far forward now on this thing. My feet are fucking still directly under me, which is not too bad. Yeah, the back locks up pretty easy on this thing, eh? She feels really light, actually. I mean, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels quite fucking light and nimble on the dirt. Red Gum Road. Here we go. They're still calling this a no-through road. And there's a house up here on the right. You don't really want to annoy them by driving through you like a dickhead. So we'll take it easy, because I mean, this is the kind of stuff we need to keep open. You know, we don't want to shut off roads like this. I mean, it's a no-through road, I guess, if you're driving a whole marina, because during the winter you get to a point where there's a bit of slosh, etc. So this stuff's a little bit more loose and a bit more tighter. Easier to come undone on this stuff, so I won't go too fucking gnarly speed-wise. Hey, milk cow. Oh, he's a bull. Angry bull. The stud. Oh, Studley. Now this is more than adequate, dude. I am fucking quite happy with this XLR. Fucking KLR 650. I think I want to get one. I really do. And there we are, we're at the end of that. I fucking love that little bit of road. Sorry, dude, I hope I'm not thrashing your bike, man. It doesn't feel like I'm thrashing it. Like it's... Sorry, I should say it sounds like I'm thrashing it, but I know the revs are doing fuck all, so I guess it's not thrashing it. Yeah, I'm in 5th already, Steve. I'm in 5th. I don't think you can... Does this thing even rev up to that fucking red line? Because I haven't seen the needle get past fucking 4 grand. Oh, there it goes. 5.5, yeah. Okay. So I'm doing about 5.5 gear changes when I'm giving it, so it's not much. And you know, tyre pressures for this, I guess if I did let them down a bit more, it'd probably be a little bit better. This is a good compromise, you know, you've got a little bit of good road holding, pressures from road, and not bad for the dirt. And you know, it's not too flat that if you're going to hit a pothole, you're going to pinch your fucking tube. Yeah, dude, this thing fucking eats the fucking corners, eh? 110. What are we doing? 4,500. That's not too bad. Kangaroola. Well, I don't know if I want to go to the bakery just yet. I don't really feel hungry. I think I'm not going to go to the to the Meadows bakery. I'm going to go to the Strath one. Oh, where does that go? I'm going to fucking check that out. All right, suck a Yui. Fucking good turning circle on this. Jesus, and that wasn't even full lock. Just a bit of a fucking council dump by the looks of it. So there's a little spot you can dump your shit if you're a fucking wanker. And if you're not a wanker, you won't dump your shit there. Now I thought it might take me out onto Bull Creek Road, but that's a negative. Ah, fucking 5th already. Fucking 5th gear already. How many fucking gears do you want? Jesus. I don't know. 10. But this is a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Fucking go anywhere. Go fucking anywhere. So we'll take Nichols Road. Or Nickel Road. Nickelback. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Just wanted to see if it would do it, and it does it with ease. Oh man, I miss these roads, eh? I really do. McHarg Creek and fucking all that shit. But I think this bike is quite predictable. It's not. There's nothing to, you know, like fucking whoa, look out kind of shit with it. You know, I mean, obviously if you go too hot into a corner, there's going to be some of that. But it's just, you know, there's with these tyres and shit. You've got a little bit of squiggle in the dirt or in the rocks or in the gravel, but it's not unpredictable. You expect it. You just deal with it. Soaks up the bumps, no fucking worries. And this is just with the old suspension. This is 2008 model, so you know, we're not talking upgraded suspension. We're just talking old fucking 40,000 k old suspension. I reckon I'd probably, I don't know, if I changed the tyres out. Put something a little bit more knobby on there perhaps. But this is a little more like it. Aussie flag. I reckon I've been down here before. Bit of flick in the back end. Yeah, I reckon the Shinko back tyre for the dirt, yeah, it's probably not quite adequate. You've got to watch it because you get the inclines and that's where you really start to lose grip. And it's, you know, it's a 70-30 I think you were saying. So yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, for stuff like this it's alright. I guess it's just the, you know, once you break traction on it, it just doesn't have the knobs to sort of, you know, keep your grip. There we go, a bit of sideways action again. Hey mate, bloody lovely country. I think it's more than adequate for doing what I've been doing, and you just got to remember that they're not fucking off-road tyres or full-on off-road tyres. They're not going to perform like them, you know. But the front one's been alright. I haven't really felt it sort of creep out too much on me. But I think if I had, well, if Ian had a gnarlier front tyre and better brakes, oh, fuck. Bark Buster came in handy then. Well, if you had a fucking gnarlier front tyre, better brakes, then you probably wouldn't fucking lock it up as much on the back because you'd have that stopping power on the front. Like, I thought that was a bit of shitty bark back there, but it was obviously a fucking half a branch. It's reasonably fucking steep here. Oh yeah, she is reasonably steep there, isn't it? Fuck yeah. Oh, that's first, yeah, it was around here somewhere. Yeah, a bit loose, you've got that rut there. Yeah, you've really got to feather that first gear, eh? She's quite tall. I'll tell you what, definitely you want to get fucking bark busters, man. Just fucking save my left hand, I reckon. Because I thought it was just a little bit of fucking stringy bark, but it was obviously a fucking branch. Haven't been down here for so long, man, I'm trying to remember where shit goes. Yeah, there's fucking nothing in that front brake, dude. Well, it's there, but there's not a lot. Yeah, so the bark buster, if you get the one with the handguard, then she doesn't fucking move. You don't have to try and push it back into place. But when you just got this one on here, you know, she's got a bit of flex in it. But still, it did the job. It obviously banged against the clutch lever because I felt the clutch lever bang against my fingers. But, you know, it was just like, and that was it. Nothing major. So I've been on here for 1.5 hours. I've done 75 Ks. Coming into Prospect Hill. Rightio. Here's a museum. If you're into old shit. It's been a while, Josephine. Yeah, but get your brakes fixed up, mate. Get your new rotor and your new pads, dude. Save yourself running off the fucking road. But yeah, picture this. You're on your fucking sports bike. You're on your cruiser. You're cruising around. You're on bitumen and you hit a dirt road. And what do you fucking do? You panic. You're like, oh, fuck. Most dudes on sports bikes are just going to turn around and go back. And if you're on a cruiser, well, you might do the same. If you're like me, you might ride it, but you'll be doing it very gingerly. And just no fun at all. Too worried about dropping your bike and fucking shit. Getting all your fucking nice chromy bits scratched up and all the dust in all the nooks and crannies. Well, that's how I feel. So, one of these, fucking great fun. And there's no stopping. You just hit that dirt road and you're like, yeah mate, fucking all good, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. But in there is where I want to ride. That's what I'm hoping we can do eventually. That's a cool little road. Goes back into Kaipo. But yeah, this has got more than enough power. Like, you'll break traction on it here and there. With these tyres, obviously. Do your braking when it's straight, mate, not when it's fucking curvy. Use the bloody engine braking. That's all good. Yeah, you can feel the brake traction there over those little bumps. So yeah, I don't know if you know, like stiffer, like quicker rebounding would sort that out. But you know, you can change up the shocks and shit anyway. I mean, there's no the rear shock anyway. The front would be a bit more of a pain in the ass. Still a bit of stand-up shit, eh? Yeah, so first gear you'll spin up, second gear, unless you pop the clutch hard with revs, it just sort of grips, so it's not too bad. Sorry man, I'm not trying to thrash it. I hope I'm not thrashing it, dude. If I am, and if I've broken something, let me know, man. I'll fix you up, dude. Not a problem. Happy to pay to play on this, not on the roads. Pay taxes and shit anyway. Fucking fuel excise. Anyway, that's another subject. Shit, I've nearly done 100 Ks. This is a great bike. I think it's highly underrated. As an all-rounder, it's great. You know, I guess it's not a full-on off-road dirt bike. It's not a fucking enduro bike. It is a all-rounder. And it seems to do all things reasonably well. Whoa, fucking dead roos. You smell them. Smell them before you see them. Yeah, so I've got to commend Kwakaman for letting me take his bike out. Not a lot of people will let you do that. They might let you take it around the block. But to take it on he said, go all day, mate. Fucking go to Melbourne if you want. No, not quite. But yeah, I'm getting a decent ride on it. And he said, you know, you need to do that if you want to find out a bike that you like. Or that you're going to like. And I've got to say, I really do like this. And, you know, I've seen some videos of guys riding them and they're like, oh, you know, fucking, it's big and heavy and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, I guess they're used to coming off a push bike or something like that. Maybe, who knows. Small little trail bikes or something. Well, yeah, you know, if you tip this thing over, you'll feel the weight trying to pick it up. But you're not picking up all the weight. I mean, you know, majority of it's on the ground. I don't know what it'd be like in the sand, and I don't really want to fucking try it. Not on Ian's bike. Not if I can help it. I'm not going to go looking for it, let's just say. But at least if you drop it in the sand, it's reasonably soft and not going to cause too much damage. But you got the 21-inch front wheel. I mean, it's set up to do it. It's set up to do it. To do anything, really. And I see that Everride dude and his mates and bloody channels like that, they ride these things like they're fucking XR bloody 400s, you know, like up and over shit, gnarly shit, smashing against rocks. Obviously they got fucking gnarly sump guards on them. Sitting down, the bars are in a really good spot. Maybe they could go a tad higher, but put it this way, they're not uncomfortable. Fucking front brakes, dude, Jesus. Oh, this is that little bridge I saw in that video. I'll buy you some new brake pads, man, if I wear these out too much for you today, mate. Like, if I bring it back and they're absolutely fucked, I'll give you some money for the brake pads, man. But you can buy the rotor. Yeah, well, she's getting close to 100 Ks and also getting close to lunch. So we get to do a bit of road stuff. It certainly cools down once you get moving, that radiator. Tell you what, it's fucking noisy in the helmet without earplugs. Or earbuds. Oh yes, there we go. Alright, Nankita Road. Then we're going to try and find a way in behind this Cox Creek. See if I get lost, see if I miss my turn off. Something Ford Road it's going to be called. It's on the left. So yeah, just had a sausage roll. I should have had a Kransky. Wasn't the best sausage roll I've ever had at the Mount Compass Bakery. There's a fucking weird thing that happened back there. There was a car park next to me. And it was its massive back tail light. I took some photos, I'll show you on the video. Its massive back tail light was reflecting red onto the back wheel, muffler and the hub. And it looked like someone had sprayed some fluoro red paint, orange paint on the back wheel and the muffler. And I'm thinking, where the fuck did that come from? Must have run over a can or fucking something. It wasn't until I stepped in the way of the shadow and I seen it and I'm like, oh, you fucking idiot. And I sent a message to Kwakaman. I said, oi, I didn't notice this here before. What's going on? Oh, looks like paint. I'm like, yeah, that's what I reckon. And then I got a bit closer to it and stood in the way of the reflection, and it disappeared. You fucking idiot. So it wasn't paint after all. It was a red reflection from a bloody massive fucking tail light, fucking pillar light thing, and a pillar reflector on the back of a car. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Stonesford Road. Yeah, you got to get yourself the fucking KLR, Sean. I don't know if you'd be doing 90, 100 k's up a hill like that in the dirt. I mean, you probably can. If you twist your wrist enough, you got the highest seat. You're a tall bastard, so your little fucking seat on the Enfield is a bit low for you, I would have thought. And the foot pegs are positioned a bit too far back. I noticed that on the test ride I did with Greg. Compared to this, well, let's see where Ridge Road goes. Is it actually a no-through road? Whoa! A little bit of spinach. Yeah, because I think they've gated it all off for bloody Cox Scrub Reserve or some shit. Look at that, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that countryside, magnificent. And actually these thin grips aren't too bad. I don't feel I need grip puppies on these. Whereas when I was on that Honda, I felt like I was really pushing on those bars. And I must have been too far forward with my posture. So, yeah, not really needed on the KLR. There's not even any vibes coming through the bars either. Okay, there we go, closed road, right. So that's Cox Creek, righto. And so over here is where you used to be able to go, but there's no motorbikes, no nothing, because, you know, these days, you're not allowed to do anything. So there we go, lots of dead ends around here, because you can't trust people. People want to fucking throw their rubbish everywhere, fuck it up for everybody. So yeah, that's a bit shit. So we'll go and see where this Heifer Lane takes us. Fucking cow shit stinks, man. So I just put a post up on your bikers saying that I'm going to buy a KLR. Oh, there's that sign. So, this must be Heifer Lane. Yeah, was that the fucking street sign? Yep, Heifer Lane. So let's go down Heifer Lane. Certainly has enough, mate. Enough to do the job. I haven't felt this bike being inadequate yet today. Apart from the brakes, which need doing, because they're fucking beyond their serviceable fucking life. Front brakes, that is. Yeah, there's enough power for the road. I mean, yeah, you could do with more power for on-road sort of shit. Maybe another gear or something. More than enough, and I don't really want to be doing like massive long stints on the road if I can help it. I know there's going to be times when I will, because I have to. Have a look at that, looks like bloody Medusa. That's crazy. Like, and that'd be good in a photo at night. Put some light underneath that, shine up all those, light up all those arms, you know, doing all the Medusa shit, all the snakes. Just a bit of sand. Oh yeah, a bit of sand, not much. I got no idea where this bloody road goes, but we'll take it anyway. Didn't say no through road, so it's not a bad little fucking road, this one. Here we go, there's a bit of sand, yeah. Oh. This is a cool spot. That's a fucking cool road, man. Yeah, right. Fuck, where the fuck am I? Signal Flat Road. Yeah, right. Yeah, so get a KLR, mate. They're a lot of fun. They'll do anything for you. Go road, off-road, bloody great fun. I like it a lot. That's a cool little house there. Little house on the prairie. Glen Afton. Righto. Sounds like a fucking rock star name. Hey, I'm Glen Afton. I want one of these now. It would be nice to get a new one. I like the black. Stiffer springs. Although these front springs aren't too bad. Tell you what, she fucking stays cool. Jesus. Yeah, right, so this is some gnarlier shit. That's not too bad. I guess there's going to be some sand, yeah? Is this where the fucking sand and shit is? Oh, there we go. Buster came in handy again. Oh, so that's it. Well, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, I expected it to be the one with all the fucking sand.